You were bound to profit from buying any new launch in Singapore. Have you heard many saying this, or have you seen people raking more than $500,000 in profit just in a few years from a new launch property? So is it true that all new launches will make money? Buying it the first day with huge VVIP discount will guarantee a higher chance of gaining? But why are there still owners out there that lose millions even they bought from the developer at launch? And this is what I'll be covering in today's episode. Hello everyone, I'm Charissa and welcome back to my channel. Before we go to the details of the video, I would appreciate if you can hit on the like and subscribe button, as it means a lot to me. Have you seen some owners losing hundreds of thousands or even millions from their property purchase even though they have bought it from launch? These owners at OUE Twin, which was launched in 2010, we can see some losing 300k, some 600k, and one even at 1 million. Some may say it's because this is in CCR region, so therefore it's more risky. How about the ones in the RCR region? What we saw was a similar trend happening to another development called Sky Habitat in Bishan, which was launched in 2012. Losses clocked were at 100 to 200k for most of them, some even at 5 to 600k. These are scary numbers, isn't it? Imagine our hard-earned money flushed down the drain just like this. So what exactly happened there and why this owner lost so much? Let's take Sky Habitat for example. The land was purchased in February 2011. The estimated break-even price was at 1334 PSF PPR. And then it was launched in 2012 at an average of 1007 PSF. Some even bought it at 1008 PSF. And that also translates to almost 500 PSF profit for the developer. On the contrary, the land beside Sky Habitat, Skyview, was purchased at a slightly lower break-even price of 1314 PSF, and by far the only unprofitable transactions of 89k was purchased and sold months apart in 2016. And the average launch price was at close to the break-even price, and we even saw some bigger units lower than the break-even price. So just launch 1 year apart. Why do they have such vast disparity in terms of their performance given the same developer and the same land price? Few points I want to summarize is: number one, the profit of developers. They want to make money in their business for sure, right? And that also means that even the land purchased cheap doesn't mean they have the obligation to launch it cheap, which I personally have seen my buyer experience this. He waited for another plot of land that was purchased cheaper and caught off guard by the launch price eventually. Number two will be the market conditions. Two condos were launched 1 year apart at almost the same land price. However, the market in 2012 was bullish, which explains the launch price of Sky Habitat. But comes 2013, with the cooling measures, the developer became prudent and sensitive in terms of the pricing. Number three will be safety net. And because of Sky Habitat, Skyview had a safety net naturally created for them, which means that they can easily exit at the purchase price of Sky Habitat and still experience a decent profit. So what I'm trying to say here is, not all new launches will make money for sure. Yes, we can determine the land price versus the entry price, but we also want to take note that, are we the first to set this record, or are there safety net in our surrounding? Most importantly, we must also recognize that developers are businessmen. They need to have their margin regardless. So for example, Skyview, for sure the developer will not sell it at break-even price throughout, right? Their margin must come eventually. But how do we determine when and at what price is still worth entering? And in my next video, I'll be sharing what are the 3 stages of developers pricing and how do we determine if it's still worth. So if you are keen to find out, please click on the bell to stay notified. And if you're a buyer looking to purchase a unit in any development but is unsure if the unit you're looking at is worth buying, please don't hesitate to reach out to me for a coffee session. I'll see you in my next video. Once again, I'm Charissa and see you soon.